Hello YouTubers. I promised on Facebook that I would definitely make a video today, and here I am. I'm making a video. It is, what, already the 6th of January 2010? My goodness, I can't even believe how time is flying by. The last video I made, I had gotten my new KitchenAid, and I had said that I was going to make some baking videos. Well, I did. I made a couple, 2 or 3, and then I never got around to uploading them. You know, one thing leads to another, and before you know it, you forget. So, what have I been doing? My goodness. First of all, let me talk about that baking a little bit. I am totally 100% hooked on baking, and there is a whole world out there. Bread bakers, home makers, or home bread bakers is what we're called, and it's fascinating all the different things that is involved in creating a real nice loaf of bread, whether it be French bread or sandwich bread or sweet breads or gosh, there's just so much. I found a website called thefreshloaf.com, and I hang out there, and I've learned so much about bread baking. And the whole reason why I got into baking my own bread is because of all the junk that is put in our food nowadays by all the food manufacturers. And bread is simply 4 ingredients. You've got water, flour, yeast, and salt. That's it. And when you pick up a loaf of bread at the store, if it has anything more than those 4 ingredients, you know you're putting bad stuff in your system. Unless, of course, it's other natural stuff like whole wheat and sunflower seeds, stuff like that. So also, another reason why I got into the baking my own bread is because, as you all know, I've had stomach issues since my surgery and before my surgery. That I do not tolerate, my system does not tolerate the digestion of sugars. And I have discovered that I do very well on honey, agave nectar, thank you Allison for that one, and Splenda. I do not do well with any of the artificial sweeteners, extra fructose, which is a natural sweetener, but anything in extreme, maltitol, sorbitol, all those. My stomach goes, it's just as a mess. So that's the reason why I got into bread baking. And I know when I first started that I was really concerned with gaining weight, because it seemed like that's all I was doing was eating bread and tasting my bread. Well, from last year's last surgery in March to, let's say, October, I had gained about 20 pounds with that surgery and recovering and laying in bed all the time. When I got into the really heavy-duty bread making, and when I thought I was going to gain all this extra weight, what ended up happening is I am now down 10 of those pounds. I now weigh 164. My goal weight is 145, somewhere around there, 140, 135, 145, somewhere around there. But I had a lot of issues with that last surgery and recovering from it, and moving to Kingman and the depression and all this stuff had added up, and I just wasn't up to being this whiny girl on YouTube, so I kind of disappeared. I didn't want to be known as this person who was high maintenance and all this other kind of stuff. I met a lot of wonderful people on YouTube, and slowly but surely they all, disappeared out of my life, and I could totally understand that, because nobody wants to be around someone who's sick and not feeling good all the time, and that's where I was. So I miss all my YouTube friends, and I'm hoping to develop new relationships and new friends, and maybe meet someone in my own area through all this different things that I'm trying to get involved in. as far as the weight loss is concerned, I think it's really, really important for people that have had, you know, RNY a year out, 2 years out, 3 years out, and so forth and so on, to always come back and say how you're doing, what your struggles are, and that kind of thing. So I really apologize for disappearing, and I hope to start making a lot more videos. Another reason why I was really concerned, I'm showing something on my screen that's like flashing red, 5 minutes and 32. Okay, it's going again. I don't know. I'm using a different program. I'm using my webcam program right now instead of Cyberlink or whatever the heck it was. Anyhow, where was I? Telling you guys how I'm feeling. I've lost my total train of thought. Anyhow, oh, another reason why I had a hard time wanting to post videos is because I was watching a lot of videos on bread baking, and I wanted to make a whole new username, and I got a new username by the name of Gingerbread's Bread or something like that, I don't know. But I never wanted to switch off of my Virginia 1975 because then I would lose you guys, and it was just so confusing. So I don't know how I'm still going to do it, because there's a lot of bread people I like to subscribe to. And now I've really gotten into knitting, so there's some knitting people I'd like to subscribe to, but I don't want them all to be in the weight loss, and it's so confusing. If you guys have any ideas, you know, let me know. I'm on Facebook religiously, and as a lot of you know, but again, Facebook has a lot of flaws, I think, because the people that I want to really pay attention to, when I open up my page, and front page, I mean Facebook, I only see, let's say, 20 or 30, you know, comments, and I'm missing people that I really want to follow, and then all these games and things, and it is quite confusing for me. And then I've got my gingeran.spaces.live.com that is a Windows Live, and I've had that forever, and I was going to get rid of that too and start a different blog, and I'm just trying to figure out how to weigh everything out that I want to do between the YouTube, the weight loss, the knitting, the baking, and stuff like that. So if you have any ideas, you know, let me know. The Windows Live thing is awesome because it tells me what's going on with Twitter and Facebook and all that kind of stuff. And it has my email right there also. So anyhow, weight loss, food, I'm just want to make this very long video so far, just to let you know I'm still alive out there, and I'm going to do a separate video for my food information and separate videos on what I'm doing to just keep busy and alive here in Kingman, Arizona. But I want to let you all know that I really miss seeing Danielle and Amy and oh my gosh, Christy and Monica, and oh my gosh, the list just goes on and on. I miss seeing all of you guys. So maybe you guys could pop up and say hey, and how's it going, and how's your weight loss doing, and what are your struggles. And but right now I just want to fulfill my promise of getting a video out there and letting you know I'm doing okay, and I really, really promise to start making videos regularly and keeping you all posted on what's going on with me. So I love y'all. Bye, YouTubers.